Alrighty, hello everyone, this is Sakura Diesel here, and welcome to another Ace Attorney Marathon. We're playing Ace Attorney again. We are still doing Rise from the Ashes and everything. I'm Sakura Diesel, I'm here with my good friend
Bonnie, also known as LT-Bot7. Hey, folks!
Hey, and Iazam was originally going to join, however, literally he just called me, and right at the last minute, something unexpected happened and everything to where it looks like that he might not actually show up in the stream at all, if anything. Pretty much he will keep in contact with me just in case if, hopefully he does show up at least somewhere right around the stream and everything. However, it is very possible this is going to be one of the rare times where he will not join us in the session at all and such, so pretty much it's just going to be me and Bonnie that's going to be doing the trial for, at least the first day of trial for Rise from the Ashes and everything. So, yeah. Anyway, last time that we left off and such, pretty much we done the first day investigation from Rise of the Ashes. We got to meet Emma and her sister Lana, who's been accused of murdering Detective Bruce Goodman and everything, inside, at least inside the trunk of Mr. Ashwood's car and such. And it looks like it's going to be a very open and shut case, probably one of the most open and shut case that Phoenix has to deal with right now and everything. But pretty much like, just like with any other cases and everything, we'll find some way to turn it around, hopefully, and such. So pretty much, like I said, last session, which is all about the investigation, and pretty much the goal for this session and such is pretty much just going to be trial focus, because technically, and yes, this is technically this is the first case where pretty much the trials are now going to be split into different sections. So pretty much no longer is just going to be only just as one trial and such. This actual trial will be split up into two sessions and such, and pretty much we're going to see if we could do pretty much we can do both the first part and the second part of the trial here in this session. So the first part is going to be very long and such, so at the very least, if we can at least make it through the first part in somewhere around an hour and 30 minutes, then we'll go ahead and do the second part, because the second part is at least, short enough and everything. So pretty much if we could do that, and it's very possible that the stream might go on a little bit more than 2 hours, but it shouldn't be too long if everything goes well. But just in case if not, then pretty much it's also very possible that this session might only just focus on the first part of the trial, and the next session might be a very short session where pretty much it will focus on the second part of the trial. But we shall see what happens. So pretty much since Iazam is not here today, I'll go ahead and take over Edgeworth for him and such, and pretty much I might still be a judge unless if Bonnie wants to be a judge for these two parts, but we'll just see what happens. But anyway, alrighty, Bonnie, are you ready to continue with Rise from the Ashes?
Yes, indeed, I am. Let's get started.
Let's go. How the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas.
Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area.
Don't worry about me. No matter what the outcome, I'm ready to accept my fate.
I believe in you, sis.
Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney.
Ooh!
Yeah, pretty much. Like, Lana just had nothing to say. It was like, well, I believe it's almost time for trial. Fuck you too. Good luck, Mr. Wright. Pretty much. Like I said, when Phoenix means business, he means business.
Yeah, you don't push him around when it means business.
Pretty much, yeah. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. Bullshit. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth, all by myself.
Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way.
Alright. At least for this first part, I'll go ahead and take over the judge, because I pretty much know, like, who the first witness is going to be for this trial.
Alright.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office log.
Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like he's confessing to everything.
Mr. Wright, who is that right there next to you? No one, Your Honor. Just ignore her. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls his first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough up, Queen. Haven't I seen you somewhere?
You ordered a caviar lunch, right?
Ho, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down.
Ah, and for you, I have a fiesta ball.
It's literally just a cake filled with sprinkles. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession?
Ah, and you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox?
And yes, there's literally ants in this rice. It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please.
Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
This is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. The heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name, profession, no.
Me? The name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Oops, sorry about that.
It's alright.
Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up! Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. I can't even speak today.
What exactly does that mean? Do I even want to know? Don't worry, Your Honor. This is not that kind of stream. Hopefully. Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective.
What? Miss Starr was a detective?
Da-da-da. Aha! I know who you are. Cough up.
Come up, Queen. Come up, Queen Miss Angel Starr, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Starr. Who is this lady?
If I had the court's attention over here. Alright. The parking lot of the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks.
I suppose that the key visitors will take up prosecutor's space, yes?
The crime took place by a car in the back of ink block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drag the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot.
Who was this violent witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor.
Holy shit! Hey, so
What?
we got floor
What?
plans.
Did you expect? What? Do you expect it to be Maya? Do you expect it to be Maya again? As as usual?
Well, I mean, to be fair, it wouldn't be the first time that Maya witnessed something. By the way, where is she? I miss that little goober. Well, anyway, witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor.
It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
If you can't, then give them your worst, Miss Starr. Wait, are they talking about me? The fuck, Judge? I can't help it, alright?
Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garage car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then, she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Bring a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be utterly crushed, huh?
I'm still thinking about that. Please get away from me, witness. You know I am a lawyer, alright? I can actually file a restraining order against you.
Restraining order? Get the fuck away from me, then.
Oh.
It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. What the heck is going on here?
Well, don't worry, Emma, like, don't worry. This is literally what happens to me every time I'm into this trial, okay? Don't worry. Pretty much you'll kind of get used to it. Maybe you'll actually get used to it if you ever decided to be a scientific investigator in here. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Shut the fuck up. Alright, so basically in this one, you are going to want to press around a little bit, so this one statement you do have to press. How did you know?
I respect the prosecutor. I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of the crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy.
One's released on a form opinion is duly noted.
Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their will, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
Whoa, I actually forgot, Miss Starr, that you actually have a totally personality shift.
Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
I felt that I found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Laid off? She was fired.
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than pieces of shit. I mean, worse. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Miss Starr, you do realize that we are still actually recording everything that you say, so everything you say is still going to be on the record, including the piece of shit part. Anyway, you may continue, Miss Star. Alright. I don't think you have to press on this one, but we're still gonna press on it just to be safe. This boyfriend, he's a detective?
Not that boyfriend. The security guard.
What boyfriend? You have several? Well, I mean, I guess it's not really all that. I guess not really all that surprising with a name like Clothful.
Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? But yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
I'll stick with the lunches, thanks.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying.
The judge is probably like, why still you? I'm not that done yet. I gotta actually lose my jaw for this.
The security guard in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there.
That will be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car?
Since I was a visitor now, I parked in B block.
So, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime.
Alright, this one you don't have to press. But you do have to press this one. By garish car, you mean...
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mr. Edgeworth's?
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it?
Indeed, it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you sure it was the defendant?
I saw her from no further. What was that?
I know. Pretty much, I was just playing as Edgeworth, where pretty much Edgeworth was just saying like, "Honor, Your Honor, just what are you trying to say here?" Nothing.
All right, there we go. All right. I saw her no further than 30 feet away.
I am certain it was her.
She's telling the truth. We're doomed.
Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
Witness, in your testimony, you clearly say the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than pieces of shit or worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness.
You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
Huh? Rookie?
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me.
I'll fry you like a fritter, crisp on the outside, chewy on the inside.
That was inspiring. I almost shit my pants.
I believe I heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism.
That won't work anymore. That won't work anymore, Emma.
I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are home.
A photograph? Who took this?
The moment I witnessed the crime, any reflexes took over and snapped. I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera.
I suppose it's more exciting than just hanging around your neck. Witness, why have we only seen this photograph just now?
You think I'd show it to you? A prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Whoa, this is most certainly the defendant. Alright, well now we got the crime photo. Uh-oh, that is unmistakably Lara Skye. So what was the defendant doing at the time? Alright, well she said the prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Let's take a look at that photo real quick. Right here, actually. Do you see a knife in her right hand?
No, not at all.
So, Miss Star, what the fuck? And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife?
As I've already said, yes. I swear I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch.
I will kill.
I'm sure there's a fine lunch. Oh, sorry, what were you gonna say?
I will kill to eat that lunch right now.
That's okay. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph.
By the way,
Yeah.
mind filling it for me for a little bit? I just need to apply some cream because
Sure, go right ahead. I can take over Angel for you for a little bit.
yeah, I'll be back fast. It's just I need to put this cream because cut this out if you can on the editing.
Alrighty.
But I have a mouth ulcer and it hurts like hell, so I'm gonna apply the cream so the pain can go away.
Alrighty.
I'll be back.
Okay. This is a photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? And why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Mr. Wordsworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever-feeble mind, Mr. Roy. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken a moment before the stabbing. This was taken a moment after the stabbing. Objection! And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? There's a black and white photograph. Oh, yes. It's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you just gonna sit there and take that kind of abuse? Ugh. You got a better idea? Yeah, we're gonna check. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Okay, go ahead.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. Much better.
That's it?
If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved.
If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go.
Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. Yeah, good advice.
Good advice, yes. Yes. Angel Star should be the next president of Japanifornia.
I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Whoa! Are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Ah! These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder? A serious offense?
Witness, either say your testimony. Alright, so yeah, this is a new statement, so go ahead and read this.
The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it.
Alright, well, if the murder was planned, then actually there's something a little strange on it. If the murder was planned, let's take a look at this knife. The murder weapon was actually found in Edgeworth's toolbox. And actually it was in his trunk, no doubt, so if it was planned, why was she not prepared the most important thing, the weapon itself?
Exactly.
Witness, do you know where this is?
There we go.
Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk.
Indeed, it is my knife. Let's with this case. Bloody murder weapon. Red card? Not belonging to the prosecutor then? The defendant is the prosecutor for the district, right? I mean, our prosecutor's bad people. Who the fuck let the kid in here? And defense has a request. Get the kid out of here.
My character up there in the stands. Wow, this case is a waste of time. Let's go get a hot dog, man.
Yeah, hot dog. Let's go get a hot dog. Oh yeah, I can get a hot dog right now. Everyone, let's get out of this trial. Let's go get hot dogs. And now it's just a judge, Phoenix, Emma, Angel, and Edgeworth in the court. Everyone else is gone.
And the crickets.
We asked the witness provided accurate testimony, and now we get a hot dog after this.
What's that? What's that, Rookie?
Hey, hot dogs. In your testimony, you stated that Lorna Sky planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why was she not also prepared the most important thing, the murder weapon?
Oh.
This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I mean, yeah, I was about ready to ask my neighbor if I could borrow his knife for a murder, but yeah, I never thought about that. Order. Great. Now the tide is turning in our favor.
Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free.
Don't make any conclusions.
Yeah. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie.
Not the band. Not the band.
Yeah. Not the humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lorna Sky, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution needs to prove, nothing else.
Very good, prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now?
But you know as well as I do that she was... Oh, go ahead. Okay, I wasn't too sure if this was auto or not.
But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned.
If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
How was she happy wearing?
That was me as well, by the way.
I know, but I wasn't too sure if you were going to pick it up at time.
I believe.
Anyway, actually, go ahead. You can say this one line. Go ahead.
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Who are you? Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought.
How dare you?
My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
Really now? Oh great, we got another bitchy Two-Face in here.
Alright, here we go. By the way, if you hear me doing, it's just because there's a part where the cream is taking effect and the saliva,
and that's okay.
Alright.
Lorna Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's what she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office.
I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim.
No one else could drive the human machine to plunge the knife in again and again.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound like a lot of premeditation, doesn't it?
So, if I order pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
I mean, Emma is actually a philosophical question here. Does this mean that you are planning to kill the delivery boy? We need to know. Well, in any case, fuck the delivery boy. I kill them all the time every time I order pizzas. Because I always get my fucking order wrong. Anyway, the defense may now begin its cross-examination.